Hey, what's going on, dudes? It's Stubbs here. Welcome back to another video. This time it's the very first episode of my Forza Motorsport 5 Project Drifting. Hopefully you guys have been, well, actually you definitely have been waiting for this episode for a long time, because you guys wanted me to start this series a long time ago, but I wasn't really comfortable with my drifting up until now. So here I am. Let's get started with this episode. Now, the very first episode, especially for the people who are new to this series, basically what I'm doing here is I'm buying cars, I tune them, I show the tune on camera and stuff like that, or well, I record the tune and I show people what it's like, and I take the car on the track and I drift it and I tell people what the car is like as well. So basically it's a drift build tutorial, sort of, I guess, but I will be doing a lot of different types of cars. I will be taking suggestions from people down in the comments below, so if you guys have any suggestions for future Project Drifting episodes, then leave them down in the comments below, because I will make sure to take your guys' suggestions and make them into videos. But in the very first episode, I'm going to do like I did with Gran Turismo 6. I will make sure to make this episode completely raw, like I'm not going to edit it at all, so it's going to be all just me buying the car, tuning it, and going out on the track and doing all that stuff, so it's completely raw footage. I'm not going to edit the video at all, and in the next episode and from then on I will end up making the videos or the episodes a lot shorter, you know, edited down and stuff like that, and they'll end up looking a lot nicer than this one. But this one is just so you guys know exactly what will go on behind the scenes, I guess, of all the episodes of Project Drifting that will be happening from now on Forza 5. So let's get started with this video. I already chose a car, which is this Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR, the Hakosuka. I'm not even going to be choosing any paint. Oh god, this looks cool. I'm not even going to be choosing any paint jobs for this thing. I will just buy it in like silver. I sort of want it in a darker color though, so something like this. Let me see what it's like from the side. Nah, this is perfect. Yeah, let's buy it with this. Cool. Alright, now let's get to modding this on the exterior and under the hood. We see what this is like. So I'm gonna take this out drifting as well, right as soon as I add a little bit of power, and then I'll end up messing around with the suspension and stuff like that. And then, wow, the wheels are so thin. I might just leave the wheels like this thin just for the lols. Nah, I'm not. Whoops, I'll buy car. What am I doing? Upgrade. Let's mess around with the exterior first. So rims, I already know exactly what rims I'm going to choose. See if I can find them. I think they're in this category anyway. Oh, there they are. Perfect. Already found them. There you go, on. I don't have one of these. Well, I do have another Hakosuka, but I haven't tuned it at all. Tire company, I think, is fine. I'm not even going to change the size of the rim. I might give it, yeah, I'll give it some thicker tires. Yeah, some 205s I think will do fine for front and back. Let's give it some 205s. Have at least a little bit of grip when we're drifting. And let's see what we can do to the exterior. Ooh. See, I wish I'd... Nah. What's this? Nah, it just removes the whole thing altogether. See, I sort of like the front bumper that's on now, and then I wish I had the lip spoiler as well under that, but apparently I can't do both now, can I? So tempting. I like that little what you call it, the bumper. But as I said, I wish I had this as well on it. I don't think I'm gonna change anything on that. The back, oh, that's going on definitely. That I like. And the boot, that just gets rid of that now. I sort of like the original, like, I love having cars be as original as possible. I don't even know. Yeah, give me a shot. Let me do this myself. How much horsepower do we need in this? I don't even know. How heavy is it? 2,400 pounds. Okay, let's have a look here. We can get this to go lighter anyway. I don't know. What do you guys think? 350? Will that do? That's 350 horsepower plus the weight reduction afterwards as well, so that's probably gonna be fine. So let's bring it up to 350. I'm not gonna change the capacity of the engine, so I'm gonna leave that the way it is to a 2-liter. And see what that's like. We can definitely do an engine swap. Definitely, like if we really need to, if we need all that power, we can definitely just do an engine swap, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so it looks like I will have to increase the capacity, or the displacement, not the capacity, of the engine. So 339 apparently we can get this up to. So 339 isn't that bad. I guess platform and handling, of course, we have to do this. Brakes, yeah, give me some race brakes. I'm just gonna go all out and buy all this stuff. I don't know why I shouldn't. Yep, race dampers and that, because then I can change pretty much everything on it. Sway bars, yes. I think I can just buy like the best thing for this. Should we add a roll cage on this? It adds a lot of weight, but doesn't improve like stability. I guess it does. We'll keep this one there. And then weight reduction, 2,000 pounds. That's really good. That's very good actually. All right, let's mess around with the transmission and clutch and drivetrain and stuff like that. Raise transmission, carbon propeller shaft, and the racing differential. There you go. Cool. Now, oh wait, we already went into the wheels, so we're pretty much done, I guess, with this. What we do? Let's go into tuning mode or whatever the hell it's called. I'm not gonna repaint it or anything else because I like the way it looks. Nah, I'm not even gonna repaint the wheels at all. I will actually add something. One sec. Play decals. I will add something. Let me see. I'll do it to the back. Load layer group. There we go. My signature. I love how it's 69 layers as well. I'll add my signature. My signature thing. There we go. Which is actually just my YouTube logo. Ooh. Can we just? Should we put this at the back or should we put it somewhere else? I don't even want to put it as a reg. Fuck it. Doesn't. Ooh. As a registration plate because it looks kind of stupid since it's not square. So I might just put it like here or something. There we go. It doesn't really matter too much. I just want to have it on the car. Alright, there we go. That's enough. That's enough modifying the exterior for this thing. Right, so let's head over into... Come on, if it'll let me. There we go. Let's go back, go into tune and upgrade. And I'll leave this the way it is, and then we'll go on the track and then we'll see what that's like. So, go to test drive. Let's go to Catalonia. I like this. I like these tracks. Let's go to the... Yeah, let's go to the biggest one. Then we can mess around on the different types of corners, long ones, short ones, and we can even go to some different elevation as well. So, I like this track. It's pretty good. I tune a lot of cars on this track. Because, as I said, there's different types of corners which you'll end up being able to pretty much... If you can drift this whole track, then you can probably drift on any other track in this game. Because of all the variety of corners and stuff that you have in this. Alright, so it sounds really good actually. Let's see what this thing is like. It's kind of nippy. I like it. I like it. It just loses power going uphill in third gear. It's not that bad. Like with the stock suspension and stuff, it just loses so much power though. It's not that bad with the stock suspension and drivetrain and transmission and all that stuff. I sort of don't even want to tune this anymore. I kind of want to just leave it stock and just drift it around like this. Because it seems like it's so much fun. I lost it. Yeah, it's gone. So I had a bit of trouble keeping it on that long corner there, so like after I do like a little drift, then it doesn't have enough power for me to sort of do a transfer and go on to the next one. So we can mess around with the suspension to help us out with that, but I think I may need to add a turbo on this. Yeah, I'm gonna add a turbo first of all before we do anything else. So let's head over and actually add a turbo on this, and then we'll come back and mess around with the suspension and stuff like that. Alright. Okay, so let's see now what we can do to this thing. See how much power we can get afterwards. I mean, we don't even need that much power, but I would like to get at least a little bit more power. 372. See, that's something that I kind of think would be enough. Alright, let's test drive this thing. Same track. Exact same track. There we go. Right, let's see what this is like now with a turbo on it. So we can have enough power to keep going around, especially for the long corners. Like for the shorter ones, it's like they're easy to like initiate and then do all that stuff because you guys saw that. But for the long ones, it sort of loses power about halfway through. So we'll do that, and then we'll also mess around with the transmission. All right, what's it sound like now? It's just the same except now with a blow-off valve. Ooh. It's definitely quicker. Oh yeah, it's definitely quicker. Look at it. 4th gear. Damn, even 5th gear now? Yeah, it's faster. Alright, let's see what it's like. These corners here. Oh, it's so good. Can we do even 4th gear? Oh, barely. Barely. Come on. That wasn't too bad. Come on now. I managed to get a 4th gear in there. On that corner. I messed that turn up completely. Right, let's turn around. We'll go back to the other corners again. Let's head over into tune setup and let's mess around with the suspension and all that stuff. Bring this down to about 27 PSI on both. Bring these just closer a little bit. 420. Leave that there. That's fine. 1.5 at the front. Maybe a little bit more. 1.8. Back is fine. Let's give this. There we go. Some toe in and toe out. Bring this to about 6.0. This is good because it doesn't have a ton of horsepower, so I kind of want it to be just working on the tires instead of the suspension too much. So I sort of like the way the suspension is now. Maybe make it a little bit softer, just a tiny bit. There you go, but not too much. You know? Because I like the way it is now, because as I said, since it doesn't have a ton of horsepower, it doesn't need to work on the suspension too much. And you can just work on the... Keep that to about 85%. And deceleration is fine the way it is. Oops, there's a bit of a hiccup there in the recording, but it's fine. I just went and I restarted the lap again, so... This is after the changes have all been done. So right, let's see what it's like now with the suspension and transmission, all that stuff. Let's see if it's any better. Whoa. You can get this to turn in a lot faster now. Which also means when you counter steer, you can control it a little bit easier now, as well. Yeah, it's a lot more predictable now. It's a lot easier to to know what to do with this thing. Maybe on some of the corners you can get even a little bit more angle than what I'm doing right now, but since I'm not like the best drifter in the world at this game. I lost it. Yeah, I lost it. Still, it's yeah, it's definitely a little bit more predictable now. It's a lot easier to control the slides than before. Like before you sort of like jumped into a corner and you hoped for the best. Now you sort of have a little bit more control over where your car's going. Yeah, it's a good little car. It's a good little car for drifting, this. Probably the next step is to put a 2.6 in this and then just see where we go from there. But I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of Project Drifting. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so other people can find the series, and it'll help me out a lot. But thank you guys for watching today's episode, and if you have any suggestions for any future cars that you guys want to see in Project Drifting episodes, as I said, the next ones are going to be a little bit more edited down, and they're not going to be as long as this one. And it'll still show basically the same sort of stuff that I showed in this video. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.